Thank you very much. Um, can you hear me all?
Loud and clear.
Okay, thank you very much. So thank you to IT News and the Digital Finance team to welcome me. I'm very happy to dedicate this session to what I call scaling up the next frontier for innovation organization. Basically, I would like to share a few learnings from innovation program I have conducted, a few learnings to design a sustainable innovation organization. My name is Nicolas. I work at Orange Innovation. My job is to create innovation program. Basically, it's places where good innovation can thrive. And I've written a book about innovation program, which is called The Entrepreneur Factory. So at the agenda, I've spoken a little bit about it. I will pick up 3 programs I have conducted on open innovation, on empowering employees with entrepreneurship, and the articulation between local and global innovation. And I will conclude with a kind of framework to design the right innovation organization for your company, either if you are a startup or either if you are a corporation. So first program is about open innovation. Innovation is like a parachute. It works better when it's open. At Orange, we have developed several devices to boost open innovation. We have a platform to share ideas with internet users. This is called crowd innovation, getting innovative ideas from everyone in the world through the internet. It's called Imagine with Orange. We have tied our links with developers through hackathon and solution platform through a platform which is called Orange Developers. We have several open innovation programs with startups through our network of the Orange Fab. And there are 6 or 7 of them in Africa and Middle East. And we offer a 3-month collaboration program for the startup who want to develop business with a telco such as Orange. And last device, we have a funding department, which is called Orange Venture, with a dedicated arm for Africa, Orange Venture Africa. First learning from all this open innovation program, it really works when you have a true commitment to shared goals. That is to say, the goals between the corporation and the goals expressed by the startup or the partner of the corporation are really shared. And based on this shared platform, you can start exchange knowledge. You can start to express explicit knowledge between the startup and the corporation. So write down your goals, ask the goals to the corporation, and see if this intersect. If this intersects, you have the shared goals that you are looking for. I've added a short slide about how to help startup to get corporate buy-in. I will go quickly to it, but you will find it in the presentation. So in the first step of initiating contact, a good tip is to find out the problem that you startup want to solve for the corporation. Then check if your market target fits with the market target of the corporation, if you share the same customer target. Build awareness, in a sense, create desire for the corporation to contact you. And this, you can build this awareness through professional events and LinkedIn. Focused on convince leaders. Some leaders in corporation are more advanced in open innovation than others. Don't try to convince everyone. Focus on those who are more advanced. And then when you have hooked up the possibility to cooperate with the corporation, you can structure or put your co-innovation on path with these following tips. Find out an executive sponsorship in the corporation and the business buy-in the business unit which is involved in the solution that you want to develop. Find out or demand for a single point of contact. Share explicit the common interest agreement, what I call the shared goals, through a deal memo. If you start a proof of concept with a corporation, again, explicit the shared outcomes that are expected and define aligned KPIs, key performance indicator, key success factor. And at last, develop on your side API and a sandbox that can facilitate the setup of such proof of concept. Second program is about empowering employees on innovation. It's also called entrepreneurship. I've designed a 10-step approach to shape such an innovation program, defining on the purpose of the program, the value proposition to entice employees to share innovation ideas. And if they are selected, then they are embedded in a process of incubation to transform their idea into a business solution. So there are several steps that I describe in my book, The Entrepreneur Factory. But the learning I would like to share about this kind of empowerment program is the following: this initiative are bottom-up initiative. It starts from the employees, but you have nevertheless to involve very upstream an executive sponsor and a business unit sponsor to secure that the idea will find a downstream achievement, that the idea will land somewhere in the corporation. Third program I would like to go through and share a few learnings is a program I'm currently conducting in Africa and Middle East. We are present with Orange in almost 20 countries. And we have decided to boost what we call local innovation. Local innovation is innovation that stick to local specificities of each of the 20 countries, and that is executed very quickly. For this, we leverage an innovation ecosystem, so we can partner with local companies, with startups. We don't do everything ourselves. We can leverage the ideas of Orange business unit locally and of local employees, as I mentioned with the empowerment program. We follow a lean innovation process with user-centric design, so focusing on the customer, and we test and learn short cycles. Last, we can also, with this local innovation, leverage on some global innovation platform. And for example, if we take Orange Money platform, we have developed API that facilitate the local development of Orange Money features by each of the country in Africa and Middle East where Orange operates. And if another country is interested by the features that has been customized by one of the other countries of the region, they can pick it up and replicate it like a copy-paste movement in their local market. So customization and replication at the level of 20 countries, that's what this kind of API collaboration platform facilitates. More important than the process, that's the culture also that we try to instill in innovation in Africa and Middle East. We want to achieve innovation that transforms the way people live. So you all know the example of mobile money. So Orange has developed Orange Money to let people transfer money even if they don't have a bank account, to let people pay online even if they don't have a bank account, and also to let people pay in shop in the street. And this is a huge success with 50 million users. So one easily can understand that it solves a real user problem. It transforms the way people live. Another example is bridging the digital divide. we've partnered with Google to put on the market an affordable smartphone, because getting connected is not only about getting the connectivity with 4G or with fiber, it's also about getting the right device, and this Sansa device is below $25 to facilitate the digital connectivity. The process regarding local innovation that we have developed with the country is very simple and very focused on customer confrontation, or getting validated learnings from the customer, as it is explained in the Lean Startup methodology. So first step is to explore. At this level, we collect innovation ID. We use tools like the business model canvas. We try to visualize, to make the ID visual on a smartphone with a mockup. Then we go out of the building and conduct short experiments, interviews with the end users, with the customers, and we test this way our value proposition. And the third step is to convince a business unit that is involved in the innovation ID from the exploration, from the outstart, to convince it that the insights that we collected in the experiment phase are good enough, so that we can hand over to the business unit for project development and delivery of the project. So we see that we have built an innovation identity focused on short experiments and boldness. It's possible to have an idea and test it and see that finally it's not a potential success. At this level, we are just testing ideas. We are not developing products, and so this is harmless to fail at this stage. So we've chosen to deliver or to focus on a short experiment. Our target is to have 5 experiments per semester, so 10 short experiments per country. And at the level of the region, where we have 20 countries operating with Orange, that would mean 200 creative solutions per year. So a very rich portfolio in which each country can pick up what they're interested in and roll it out in their country. So we have many local innovation achievements, and many of them are based on the Orange Money platform. So for example, in Burkina Faso, they have developed a feature that let students pay their meal ticket with Orange Money. So they have digitized the paper meal ticket at the university. At Orange Ivory Coast, they have developed a partnership with a startup that help people find out where is the nearest shop in the street that is accepting Orange Money payment. And so on. The list is very long, and as I mentioned, one success in a country can be replicated over the region by the other countries. Now I will come to the conclusion to be on time, my main recommendation would be really to connect innovation organization with innovation culture. That was mentioned in the previous panel by one of the speakers. So innovation organization doesn't thrive without innovation culture. What I put in innovation organization is what regards the process. We've mentioned the test and learn process. This is exactly the process that I have described that we use for local innovation in Africa and Middle East. We have mentioned the collaborative platform and shared goals for open innovation, collaborative platform, that the API that we use for Orange Money to enable each country to build on top of the platform a new feature. I did not go through the scaling up organization, but from the startup phase to the scale-up phase, from the initial venture to the mass market deployment, there is a specific process to prepare your venture. So that's 3 important levers to optimize your innovation organization. But on the other side, in in innovation culture, I put the three following elements. First is empowering everybody in the company about innovation, about sharing creative ideas, about being part of an innovation team, but help this innovation team with what I call creative tension, gives them a timeline to achieve the transformation of their idea into an offering. Second element I mentioned, crossing bottom-up initiative with top-down sponsorship. So this is what I call upstream aspiration. And last, encouraging boldness, or in other words, lowering the cost of failure, making setback part of the innovation process as an habit. So that's three levels or three pillars in the innovation culture. And that's really about connecting these innovation culture pillars with the innovation organization principles or processes that you can achieve an innovation that works on two legs, I would say. Innovation organization without culture is like a factory without raw material. It's a bit empty. An innovation culture without organization will have difficulty to scale. So on this, I thank you for your attention. You can find more on my blog, rapidinnovation.fr, or you can connect with me on LinkedIn, and I will be happy to chat. And I've put here a few innovation items. The last one, maybe, when building an innovation organization, maybe look first for integration, making your innovation organization understandable by the other parties in the companies before success. This way you can unleash energies and allies. Thank you very much.